What up, guys?
What's going on?
Day 13, I think. Nofap.
I'm on day 20.
Day 20? You had sex last night.
Oh, not celibate.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah, right.
Nofap. I haven't jerked off or watched porn for 20 days.
Nice. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. That's cool.
Going strong.
Yeah.
But I did have sex last night. And it was good.
Oh my god. Dude, you're not gonna tempt these guys, dude. It's about semen retention. You gotta retain that semen, dog.
I'm just getting on this journey of the celibacy.
I mean, I guess that's the theme of the video today is really you gotta decide your own path. Like, not everybody's gonna be in the fucking monk zone, you know? And that, I mean, if you watch all my videos, you know, you got to really decide on why you're on this journey. You got to really decide, you know, the man that you want to become and focus on that man. And part of becoming that man is you have to let go of the poisonous, childish habits of jerking off and watching porn. And in my opinion, the meaningless sex, sleeping around, stuff like that. Because it is. I mean, I've been having this conversation more and more with people. I was just having this conversation with a girlfriend of mine. She's a business partner of mine, talking about it's our life force energy. And the Matrix has tricked us into everywhere you look, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Porn everywhere, you know, sensuality everywhere, Victoria's Secret. I mean, it's everywhere. Just thumb through your Instagram. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Models.
Yeah, dude. Insta boners.
Insta boners.
And then you want to just go rub it out. So.
And then most of those Insta models are using those filters. So it's funny because the other day I saw this picture of like this famous makeup artist, and they were showing before and after a wedding, and it totally different person. Like, literally the models you see on Instagram is what they turned into, but before it was like they'd just been beaten up by their boyfriend the day before.
What do you mean? Like, just real black guys?
No, not real black guys. Just like, and I'm not like, you know, talking bad about women, but they were just like nothing compared to after. So what you see isn't always what you get. And
that's what the Matrix has programmed us to not be ourselves. So like women are so disempowered in the sense of everything that they see is programming them that you're not good enough. You're not good enough unless you got a boob job. You're not good enough unless you got fucking fake eyelashes nowadays. I mean, there was a great that old show Duck Dynasty. The grandpa, the oldest duck, would talk about, you know, the more makeup a girl wears, the more she's hiding. The more insecurities that she's hiding beneath. If you're not willing to show your true face, you can't even leave your house without putting your face on. What are you hiding?
And the amount of makeup that they are wearing is actually what's causing their face to not be as perfect as they wanted it to be. It clogs the pores, you know, but yeah, it's an absolute mask. I guess for men, you know, we don't have makeup, but you know, you got to be buff, you got to be tan,
you got to drive the car, you got to have the watch, you got to have the house, you got to have all that other shit. So it's just a game, man. The Matrix is playing a game, and so we're all in this game, and the game is just stimulating us to become bigger, better versions of ourselves. So the feminine energy has certain karma that it's going through. It has lessons that it's going through to teach it to embrace its femininity and to express the feminine energy. And so is the masculine energy right now. It has its karma, and it does go both ways. I mean, being promiscuous, going out and just sleeping with people and that it's okay to do that. I mean, that is what's being just thrown out.
It's like
social programming.
It's like it's cool to do that.
Right. It's cool to do that. It's okay to do that. It's okay to have babies from multiple fathers. Oh, it's okay. It's not a big deal. It's okay to do that nowadays. And I'm not, for anybody that watches this that might be in that situation, I'm just saying that it's social programming. Like, it goes both ways. I was just in this, I'm learning the lesson that I found my validation in sex. Oh, if this person will have sex with me, then I'm good enough. I mean, in my 20s, I mean, I can't even count. I stopped counting how many people I had sex with. And because it was like a game to us. And the game was really, the underlying was, I'm not good enough. I didn't have enough self-worth, that I was just trying to go out there and have sex with all these people, because sex is the most vulnerable state a human can be in. You're totally naked. You're totally vulnerable. Both sexes are taking on a risk. In this day and age, the man is taking on a financial risk. The woman is taking on literally her life risk. She can die during childbirth. I mean, those numbers have gone down dramatically, but so you're totally vulnerable. You're in this totally vulnerable state where you're totally giving yourself to someone, and that has been totally, I don't want to say demoralized, but maybe that is the right word. It's just been, we've been socially programmed that's okay. That's the way the world is now. And from my own experience and kind of my mission now, especially with men, is to help men reignite your masculinity. And I don't know of any way. I've been playing this game for 37 years now, and I don't know of any better way that I've found than semen retention.
I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
I started 20 days ago with the Nofap, and then, just recently getting on the semen retention completely. But even before, I've taken 30-day breaks or whatever, but there was never any intention. It wasn't like I was aware that, it could make me a better person. Maybe I had that underlying thought, but, having a real purpose behind it. The commitment that I've made to Nofap is stronger than it's ever been. Like, I'm fully committed to that, because I want to, 6 months down the road be like, this is how my life has changed. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube and across the internet that have had phenomenal results in their lives, and so I want to take myself to that level. I want to raise my vibration and become that man that you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, once you take the red pill, and if you're watching this, there's a lot of people, that red pill movement or whatever. Once you eat that red pill, you can't go back.
That's not ecstasy.
No, that's a reference to the Matrix.
Yeah.
Wow. You're on the path. And like I've said in another video, if you're watching this video, you're exactly where you need to be. And it's challenging. I mean, we were just talking about this earlier, dude, the old paradigm, the old programming, man, the Matrix, it's got you. So it's going to trick you into spilling that seed, man, because it feels good. It's a drug. It's a powerful drug. It's a powerful drug, man. But I think that there's a better drug up ahead, man. There's a better drug, like it talks about in Napoleon Hill, is really finding your goddess, your yin and your yang, the feminine and the masculine, and really having a woman that you got. It is, you become one. And we were talking about this earlier. I don't necessarily believe in like the one, but I do believe in the one. You create the one. I talk about this in another video. Find out exactly what you want in a woman. Write down those characteristics. Specifically. The more specific you get, then the more, the higher, the easier it is to create. And then you'll know what you want. So every other encounter, every person that you meet, It's an interview. That's what dating is. It's an interview. But most people, they're falling prey to, they're confusing lust with love. Okay? Sex is biological. Love is spiritual. So people are having sex and then they think, oh, sex is love. It's not love. Okay? And,
But what if it's with that one?
well, then that's what he talks about in Think and Grow Rich, is when you combine the emotions of love, sex, and romance, then you have the holy triumvirate that come together. And as a man, and I think as a woman, you become superhumans. When you have someone that compliments you, and I can only speak as a masculine man, a feminine woman pouring her feminine energy into me, because that's what I desire. That's what I long for as a masculine man. I desire the feminine energy to balance me out. So when you have a feminine woman who's in her femininity and she's pouring that feminine energy into you, then you become a superman. You become balanced. You become complete. You become whole. And it talks about, again, in Think and Grow Rich, is that every act you take becomes a labor of love. I was talking to you about, I mean, when I meet my goddess, when she comes in my life, I'm fucking washing her feet. You want to serve. You want to live for this other person because this is your better half. But again, so many people are just settling. They're confusing love with lust. They're getting in these relationships out of insecurity, out of inferiority, because again, the Matrix has got you. The Matrix has you believing that if you're a woman, you need to be this, this, and this to be worthy. And as a man, you need to be this, this, this in order to be worthy. And maybe even I'm spreading that with the 3 M's, you know? Muscle, money, mission. You focus on those things even when you have that woman in your life. Because I made another video about this. The only reason why women cheat is because you've lost your masculine energy. You're working a shitty job that you don't like. It's depleting you of your energy. So then you go home, you're drained of energy. That's not attractive to her. You let your body go, so now you got a belly, or you got a dad bod. You know, I've had a dad bod quite a few times. You know, I'm melting that dad bod off right now. I'm looking at myself in the camera right now. I'm thinking, fuck, dude, this fucking working out shit's working, dog.
Chisel chin.
Hell yeah, dog. You focus on those things, and then she's going to be able to focus on what makes her feminine. You're going to be able to pour and compliment into one another.
We find that person, though, by becoming that person.
Right.
We attract what we are. So that's why we do these things, the Nofap, taking different steps, taking different actions, setting different intentions, and being specific, like you said, about that one person. What does she look like? What is, what kind of emotional states is she typically in? What kind of mindset does she have? What, those specifics. But then you become those things, and then that one isn't someone else. That one is you.
Oh yeah, that's
the one is yourself.
Right.
The only one you ever want to be married to, or whatever, the lifelong commitment is the one is yourself.
Yeah. That's a good point, because like my woman, the goddess, dude, she is passionate about health and fitness. So I need to be that. Or that she's going to lose that attraction. She is an independent entrepreneur, just like me. She's a great mother to compliment that I'm a great father. All those things. So then when I meet, and she comes from a great childhood, no daddy issues, none of that stuff. So then when I'm meeting people, I'm asking these questions. Hey man, you might be super hot. Let me ask you about your childhood. How was your childhood? Oh, sorry, man, that shit ain't gonna fly. Because I know that unless you've done a lot of real deep work, and that's another question, because that's on my list, passionate almost borderline obsessing with personal growth. Oh, hey, I had a rough childhood. Dad was gone. Whatever happened, you know. Oh, are you into personal growth? Oh, no, I like to read 50 Shades of Grey. Oh, dude, no, they ain't for me. You're not the one.
But at the same time, you have to experience each individual no to get that
You don't
yes.
buy the first car you drive. I'm going to go test drive all of them. And not in the sense of having sex, though. I've made that commitment. I said that commitment to you. Like, I'm going to practice celibacy until the goddess comes into my life. That's the deal I made with the universe. Like, I'm going to work on being the best man that I can possibly be so that that reflection will come into my life exactly when it's supposed to. Because I believe in that law of attraction woo-woo shit. I believe in that 100%. I live my life by that. So I believe all I got to do is work on me. And in fact, in my plan, it says I'm going to meet her in the most synchronistic way, in the most magical way. So that I know when that happens, I'm going to know, oh, that's the magic. Here she is. Shit's about to get real. Now I know I'm that man. And it's all these things I've been sharing with you in all these videos. You know, who's the man that you're committed to being? What are the disciplines, the daily disciplines that you're committed or that you're going to have to commit to becoming that man? Because not everybody wants to be a fucking monk for the rest of their life. I know I don't, because I want love and I want sex. I love sex. And I'm a sexual Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, dude. That would be her because I got her fucking elbows pinned back, dog.
Oh, this is
shit's getting real. But again,
advertising.
Like I want that whole package that he talks about in Think and Grow Rich. I want the love. I want the sex, and I want the romance. I want that. I want all of those things, so that I can pour into her and she can pour into me. And it's not a competition where it's take, because competition's based out of scarcity. I'm not enough, so I need to try to take from you so that I can fill up my cup. And so in order to find the complete package, you got to be the complete package.
Something you talked about was the becoming a monk. So, like, I recently just got out of a breakup. And before then, I was like that. I was just sleeping with anyone that came into my environment that, you know, had any interest in me. But at that time in my life, I was very insecure. I needed to do a lot of soul searching. And when you say monk, I went through that for a long time. I was about a year where it was just me. I had a roommate, didn't even talk to my roommate the whole time I lived with him. You know, just went to my room, read books, studied, tried to figure out who I was. And I noticed those differences in my life now because of the time that I took to just be with myself. It's the monk is being a monk is finding your independence, finding, you know, who you are. And that's like a big topic for me. That's why I believe me and this girl broke up, is because I need to become a monk again. I need to find that independence, find my self-love, and raise myself to the standard that I know I should be at. And if she does the same, then it will work. If not, then I will meet that person. But that's the point in my life. I definitely am embracing the monk life.
Yeah, man. I like the monk life, but I don't like the monk life at all.
It depends. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean you stay home all the time, every day, and don't do anything but, like, focus on yourself. Like, you know, we went to a networking event just before this. I would consider that still part of it. You know, you're
100%
still taking action, meeting people, trying to grow yourself, because even just introducing yourself is an act of self-love, in my opinion, because you're stepping out of your comfort zone, if that is a comfort zone, and it's showing that other person that you believe in yourself, and you are whole in yourself enough to at least say hello. So it's, you know, there's a fine line between what is an actual monk, you know, like sitting in your office 24 hours a day with your legs crossed.
Yeah, I think you're going to end up jerking off if you're just hanging out in your office.
Yeah, you better not have a computer or a phone close.
You got to just, I mean, I think it is for a certain period of time. Like, you got to just focus on you. You got to focus on becoming the man to attract the woman. Because I got a feeling that most people that watch this video or any of my videos, they don't want to be a monk. They don't want to be celibate forever. They want the whole package. They want the love and the sex and the romance and the kids. But in order to have that, you got to be that. And so that's my mission. That's why I make these videos every day. I just want to inspire people. I think that this is the most important thing that you can do as a man and to become a man alongside with psychedelics.
You inspired me.
Thanks, man.
To take this journey.
Oh, yeah.
He inspired me a couple times before it was Nofap. Like, I feel like this is like a real movement. But even before then, it was like making commitments to give it up. And but yeah, appreciate you for that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's an awesome journey.
Yeah.
And I mean,
self-control. It's huge.
Yeah, you either master self or you get mastered by self. So now's the time, my friends. So that's it. We're gonna cut this motherfucker off, dude, at 21 minutes. So see you tomorrow.